त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ नमः शिवाय, ॐ नमः शिवाय, ॐ नमः शिवाय, ॐ नमः शिवाय। त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ नमः शिवाय, ॐ नमः।
सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Good morning. Another 5 classes. We'll be done with the session. 5 or 6? 5. So we're coming to a close. We will not trouble you in this hot summer, no, to come to classes. Okay. Please see page number 47. The remedy for weakness is not brooding over weakness, but thinking of strength. Teach men of the strength that is already within them. Whatever you think that you will be, if you think yourselves weak, weak you will be. If you think yourself strong, strong you will be. What do you think that you become? If you think yourself weak, weak you will become. If you think yourself strong, strong you will become. That's how the mind works. This is called spiritual training of the mind. Our Puja Gurudev Swami Ranganathanji used to stress this point so much. Spiritual training of the mind. We don't focus on this as much as we ought to focus on it. That's why we lose in life. People who become unsuccessful, they become unsuccessful because their own mind has turned against them. But they invent some extraneous agencies. But if you introspect, if you reflect, you understand that your own mind has not cooperated with you. Okay? Your thoughts have not favored you. Why? You have not paid attention to the mind. So it's very important you train your mind, and if you have only positive thought, then the mind works in favor of you. It becomes easy for you to achieve success in life. But the situation in the world is not like that, particularly in this age. There are so many forces, so many agencies. Life has become very complex for various reasons. So it is all the more important to train the mind in a right way. What you think you will become. So this spiritual training of the mind you need to focus on. Today doctors classify most of the diseases as psychosomatic. That means mind born. Okay? It's not that body has fallen sick on its own. Behind this mind is there. This mind is taking a toll on the body because the mind has become negative. These negative thoughts are eating into the body. If there is a negative energy in the mind, it gets transmitted to every cell in the body. So much so that today doctors say that even cancer also because of prolonged stress, prolonged anxiety. If there is stress and anxiety in you for a short period of time, it's okay, body will recover. But if there is stress and anxiety for a prolonged period of time, or whatever reason, what happens? That gets transmitted to every cell in the body, and some organ or some system will go off its functioning, and that turns into cancer. It's also because of stress. So, what causes stress is because we don't know how to look at life. Every small thing, every simple thing, we react too much. We take it too seriously. As I've already told you, the world is God's sport or lila. It's his play. We are all his play instruments. Okay? Everybody is an instrument of his play, helpless instrument of his play. When you have this attitude, this understanding, when you look at people, okay, you won't react in a negative way because you see the individual as a helpless instrument in the hands of the divine. He cannot behave in any other way. But otherwise, when you become judgmental, why did he behave like this? Why did she behave like this? She ought not to have behaved like this. He ought not to have behaved like this. So you react in a negative way. The only way for you to react in a positive way in all situations is this. When you understand that every individual is playing his role or her role as it is given to them by the Lord. Maybe some are superior roles, some may be playing the role of a hero. If you're kind, if you're compassionate, if you're generous, if you're self-sacrificing, you're playing the role of a hero in this great drama of life. Okay, you are extremely selfish, you are self-centered individual, you don't treat others well, you are unkind, you're unsympathetic. Maybe you're playing the role of a villain, but it's a drama, it's only a play, right? You just, you all read Ramayana, you know the basic story at least, right? Ramayana, what happened? Rama was to be coronated the next day. By evening, actually, the decision had been changed and he was asked to go to forest for 14 years, banishment. It's Manthara who actually the, you know, fed the Kaikeyi's mind with wrong thought. Kaikeyi was very kind to Rama. She was as loving as Kausalya towards Rama. In fact, she loved Rama more than she loved Bharata, her own son. But suddenly, Manthara started, putting that negative thought into her mind, saying that when Rama becomes a king, you will become Dasi of, Kausalya. And Rama will see an enemy in Bharata and he will kill your son. So these fears she induced into her mind, and suddenly her character got transformed. She became a kind of enemy. She played a different role. But you just see the fun of the thing. Everybody reacted in a negative way. Bharata reacted in a negative way. Lakshmana, Satrughna, everybody became angry with Manthara and Kaikeyi. The entire Ayodhya city, except Rama. Actually, the victim was Rama. But he did not react in a negative way in that situation also. Actually, it was he who was the victim because he had to go to forest. A man actually who was, born in a palace and brought up in a palace in the midst of such luxury and comfort, suddenly was asked to go to forest and live there for 14 years. But still, he did not hate the woman, either Manthara or Kaikeyi, because he had this understanding that they were helplessly playing the role that had been given to them by the Lord, by providence, by the supreme will. It was not Kaikeyi's will to act like that. She was a helpless instrument. Okay? She was as helpless as Manthara was. So because he saw them like that, playing their own role in this great drama of life, maybe for the time being they're playing the role of a villain, it doesn't matter, but it's a drama. Because of that understanding, he did not react in a negative way, though it was he who was the victim. Everybody else reacted in negative except Rama and Vashishta in the drama. And he was glad, Rama was glad to go to forest. And he said, "Oh mother, why did you ask actually father to tell this news to me? You could have asked me directly. You don't have faith in me? If you want me to send to forest, if you want Bharata to be coronated as the king of Ayodhya, I could have done that gladly. You could have called me and you could have told me to do that. Why you wanted to root your request through Dasratha, king, father? That was his only agony and pain. We also can play the role of Rama in every situation, provided you have this understanding that everything that happens in this world happens for our ultimate good. Everybody is only a helpless instrument in the hands of the divine. Okay, when you see them such, as helpless, and then you don't react in a negative way. Oh, after all, he or she is playing their own role. That's how they want to respond. That is their choice. How you want to respond, that is your choice. When you have this understanding, you have only positive energy. Even if you are made a victim, okay, then you are a real hero. Then you are a real worshipper of Rama. Let us be all worshippers of Rama in that way. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.